Good morning, guys. Right now I'm chilling out.
She starts saying
Brendan, Josh, and Hannah. Well, me, Brendan, and Josh are about to hit up psychology, and Hannah's about to go to English.
Freshman concept.
So stay tuned for more content.
freshman call.
Hey guys, psychology's over. Right now I'm chilling with Josh at Sandella's. We both got the Brazilian grilled flatbread. You can put the fruit cup at the top of your soda, and then you can drink the soda and eat the fruit. It's pretty chill. Stay tuned for more content.
I was wondering, can you tell me all the ones that end in AM, like all the different countries?
All the countries that end in AM?
Like I've marked it out on the side. And those are standing for the Americas. Or the Gulf, that'll work too.
Okay. Honduras.
Is that number 17?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, end with AM? What are the SAs?
South America.
Okay, cool. What about the SAMs?
Well, no, the SAM is South America. The SAs are South Africa.
So you only want straight up AMs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm helping Cade study right now. Okay. Or at least I hope I am. Honduras.
17.
And there's only one that doesn't have like a SAM as well.
I want all the AMs.
Oh, period. Okay.
Yes.
Brazil.
33.
Peru. No, Peru's 33.
Ah. Brazil is 4 then.
Yeah. Okay.
Peru 33, Brazil 4. Peru, Brazil. Peru, Brazil.
Peru or Brazil. Peru. There are only like 3, Cade.
What's the one in the Gulf? There's only one. I think it's Haiti.
Let me find Haiti on this list.
Is it number 16?
Oh, it says Gulf. Is it 16? Yeah. Yeah, it's 16.
Okay, let's do all the Africas.
So those are AF.
Yeah.
Okay. Algeria?
Number 45.
What? Oh. No, not at all, Cade.
2.
2? Yeah, 2.
Algeria. Don't just go straight down the list, because I can pick them out that way.
Oh, really now? Ethiopia.
That would be 11.
Yeah. Dunk, 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 dunk. Mali.
That would be 31.
No.
45.
No.
29.
Yeah, Mali.
So Mali is 29. 41 is. Oh.
Hey, do you want me to talk?
Yeah, I'm asking what it is.
Oh, Sudan. I thought you were thinking of
Sudan.
Yeah.
Mali 31. Sudan 41.
I think it's Sudan. Wait, no, Sudan.
Oh.
Oh, dang it.
2 is Algeria.
Mm-hmm. Libya.
28.
Yeah.
So Libya's 28, Sudan is 41, 31 is, well no, 2 is Algeria, 31 is, I need help with this.
Oh, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Somalia. Dunk, dunk, dunk,
29,
dunk. Nope. Dunk.
38,
Yeah.
38 Somalia, 41, 31 Nigeria, 41, oh god.
It kind of sounds like that type of car. that people drive. You know, like not a van, not a truck, but you know.
Sedan.
Yeah.
41 Sedan. 28 is Libya. 2 is Algeria. 10 is Egypt. 39 is South Africa. I'm only missing 45 and 11.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
45 is Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe
Yeah.
is 45. 11 is... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it.
Oh, Ethiopia. We did that one earlier.
11 Ethiopia. 45 Zimbabwe. 39 South Africa. 38... Well, no. Let's do 28 Libya. 10 Egypt. 2 Algeria. 41 Sudan. 38
It sounds like a disease.
that's very vague. What's it begin with?
An S? Not like a real disease, it's just like if someone said that they caught a case of it, you'd think it was a real disease.
Siberia?
Nope.
Tell me.
Somalia.
Somalia. 29 is what is 29?
Mali.
Mali?
Think of it as like going back to Cali. So like going back to Mali. Mali.
I'm not going to Mali. It's got so many diseases there.
You might catch some Somalia.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to go through it one more time. Algeria 2.
Mhm.
10 is Egypt.
Mhm.
28 is Libya.
You got it.
29 is Mali.
Yeah.
39 South Africa. 45
It's at the end of the alphabet.
Zimbabwe. 11 well no, 38 is the disease one. What is that called? Great, I'm not going to forever remember it as the disease country. No. I might catch some
You were really close.
it's not Sahara, that's the desert that's in that area. It's the Somalia.
Yeah.
Next to Somalia, which is 11, is the country of Sudan.
Nope. You could say there are some ethnic people.
Ethiopia. 41 is Sudan. 31 is... no.
You could say they have a lot of
Nigeria. Okay, let's move on to Europe.
Okay. Stay tuned for more content. We're gonna keep studying. So Cade made a joke about Superman talking to a guy about a roach problem. So I looked up Superman versus roach, and all that came up was a bunch of videos of guys hitting like joints really hard, and apparently it's called Supermaning a roach.
I never knew.
Alright. The more you learn. Was Superman taking a heavy hit of that HC? Stay tuned for more content. So, Cade was asking whether or not Superman could, like, have kids with, like, humans. But not just Superman, we're talking about, like, superheroes in general. But we'd already been talking about Superman with the roach thing, so screw it. So I looked up Superman and Lois Lane, because I imagine there'd only be, like, a few stories. But there's a ton of stories. It's not even, like, it's happened multiple times. In Superman number 57, in April 1949, he adopted a son named Tommy, and he was just like a normal kid. And then in Action Comics number 217 in 1956, he adopted a baby, and they're throwing a giant rock. And the baby like looks like it has super strength or whatever. I really don't understand that. Did he adopt a Kryptonian baby? I thought he was the last son of Krypton. Okay. Then in showcase number 9, she has a son with Lois Lane. This time it's him and Lois Lane like have a kid. Then in this one, Action Comics number 232, he adopted a son who appears to have laser vision and is cooking a hot dog. He has a very similar suit to Superman's, except instead of being blue and red, it's purple and orange. Yeah, it's really different. What? Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 30, August 1958. He adopts Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen's like a grown man. I don't even get that. What? Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 6. Robin as Superman Jr.? What does that even mean?
Go in for the Batman for one round.
Oh my gosh. Superman number 131, August 1959. He has super twins, a boy and a girl. Lyle and Lily are his kids, and Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 15. He adopted Supergirl with Lois Lane and Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 20. That's your cousin. You can't adopt your cousin as your daughter.
Well, technically, to give her a place to stay without the media talking, you can't just invite a grown woman.
Your cousin can just live with you. You don't have to make them your cousin. I mean, your kid. If your cousins were suddenly like, oh, I don't have any place to stay, like let's say something happened to your parents, you wouldn't be like, yeah, let me adopt you as my child. You'd be like, sure, just live with me.
That way you can't have the confusing family trees.
Yeah, I mean, that would be really weird.
Like, does she like branch downwards? Like, does her branch like curve around on the family tree and go under?
I don't know how adopted kids work on a family tree.
Think about it. Like, you've got Superman. No, you're not videoing me.
Oh, okay.
Because it's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get weird.
Over here, and you got his cousin Lois Lane over here.
Mhm.
So she'd have to be over here.
Wait, not his cousin Lois Lane. His cousin's Kara.
Oh, or his cousin Kara.
Mhm.
But you'd have to move them close together, and she'd have to be a little bit under him to signify he's adopted. So there'd be a line going down, I think. So it'd be like a diagonal next to the cousin. Still, it doesn't. Yeah, there's easier ways to do that instead of screwing up your family tree.
Yeah, that's really weird. Okay. More for you guys. Check this out. Crypto's fantasy in Superman number 141. So Crypto's just imagining that he has a kid and like how life would be interacting with like his owner's kid. And then in Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane number 23, he has 2 kids, Larry and Carol. Again, that's like twins. Oh, why do they look sad? Lola Kent, the Supermaid, with Lois Lane. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. What? Did their kid become a maid? I don't understand what they're saying.
Me neither. We're sending that singles.
Or is it a super mermaid? I don't know. That's a really weird sentence. A son with Mookie, a mermaid. In Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane number 30? Wait, is that real? Did Superman get with a mermaid and have a kid? I think it has to be like a dream sequence or something. It's 1962. There's no way they're trying to say Superman banged a mermaid in 1962. Larry and Carol with Lois Lane, Superman's girlfriend number 36.
But hey, at least she's got a reason for the smell.
Why is that a repeated thing? The Larry and Carol thing. Did he really have kids? I imagine that it would be like a dream thing, but this is coming up a lot now. The same kids.
Okay, so
oh goodness. Okay, let me explain something to you real quick, Cade. There was a part of like Superman's history where there was like red Superman and blue Superman, and they were separate beings. So like it was just having 2 Supermen, but the way you told them apart was their costume color. So check this out. 2 sets of twins with Lana Lang as Superman Blue and with Lois Lane as Superman Red.
You gotta find it. I assume we both look for the same girl and like call each other up.
Carr and Jor, which these are like twin boys, with a mysterious woman apparently never shown and Superman number 166. Jane, we had a daughter named Jane, with Lana Lang and Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane number 46. That's weird. That one I think has to be a dream sequence. Having a kid with another girl in the title book that's about about Lois Lane. You have a kid with Lana Lang. Scandalous. Why are there so many of these? Like,
okay, I get it. Superman has kids.
Dude. I mean, we just randomly like said that, but I mean, twins. Oh my gosh, no, that's incest. Twins with Supergirl and Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 55. Jor-El 2 in Action Comics number 327. So he named his kid after himself. I mean, not after himself, after his father. Clark Jr. with Lois Lane.
Improved that last one.
A son with Lois Lane. Vaughn. Whoa, is that Vaughn? Or is that Superman in the future? With Lassell. Lassell looks like Marilyn Monroe. That's weird. Lisa Superlass with Lois Lane. Lonnie with Lois Lane, and in this she's riding Crypto the Superdog. But you can fly. Like, why would you need to do that?
You feeling lazy today, apparently, girl?
Carl with Larissa Lennox. I don't know who that is. A super genius baby with Lois Lane. His head's like this big, but his body's only like this big. Whoa. Adopted Gregor Nagy in Action Comics number 400, and he's half man, half beast, and he looks like a grown man. Why did you adopt him? And he wears a Superman suit.
So,
Chris with a K in Action Comics 410. Oh, Clark Kent Jr. from the Super Sons team in World Finest Comics 1973. I've actually seen that. I remember that.
So I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about this. In Static Shock, how far does his life go by the end of the series? Does it like continue years?
He becomes like an old man. In Justice League Unlimited, which part of that takes place in the future, they have like a few events. In the future, you get to see Static Shock like with like gray hair and stuff, and you don't get to see his kids.
Gray dreads?
But you know that he has kids. Yeah, gray dreads. So he has kids, and he's said to be like the most powerful hero in the future. Like out of everybody, he's like
I can understand
the max.
that.
I know.
He's already pretty broken.
His powers are super broken. Stay tuned for more content. Man, and Wonder Woman had a kid at one point. What? They had 2 kids. They had 2 kids.
That kid won't be OP, will he?
Oh man, dude. It was in 1987, Twilight of the Superheroes. Had a son and daughter, Superboy and Supergirl. I don't know why he used those names. Those names already belong to other characters. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. That was so wrong. I didn't need to know all that. Lois Lane dies while pregnant with Superman's child in Adventures of Superman Annual Number 3, 1991.
Wait a minute, wait. Did the baby survive?
I don't know. It doesn't say all that.
Like, I can see it surviving because it's not human. It just, like, busts out.
There are a lot of characters that I don't know in Superman's universe. He had a kid called Aurelia Kent. Aurelia? Why would you call it Aurelia? Aurelia? Aurelia Kent with Linda Danvers. Never heard of that. Let's see. Jonathan Kent with Wonder Woman? That doesn't count. Jonathan Kent with Wonder Woman? You know who Jonathan Kent is, right, Kate?
No.
Okay, when he lands on the Kent farm, he's gotten by, like, John and Martha Kent, and they raise Superman to become who he is. So they're saying that John Kent, the normal human guy, got with Wonder Woman and had a kid in Kingdom Come. That is ridiculous. Jeffrey,
Hey, Jeffrey.
did you know that repeatedly throughout, like, Superman's timeline, he's had kids? Do you know he banged a mermaid in one? What is this? Why does he have so many kids? Bruce with Wonder Woman? Why does that even count? That's not a Superman kid. That's Batman. That's Batman. That's Batman doing Wonder Woman.
Well, you see, Wonder Woman was in a relationship with Superman at the time.
Oh.
And now they got bad blood.
I just realized what's going on. It's not Jonathan Kent getting with Wonder Woman. It's Superman named the kid Jonathan Kent after he got with Wonder Woman. And then, why did he name a kid Bruce that he had with Wonder Woman? After Batman?
Yeah.
What?
Why'd you name it Bruce? Well, he's such a successful person.
Whoa. He had 2 kids with Lois Lane in Superman and Batman Generations in 1999. Jeffrey just showed me a Eminem meme.
That was great.
Joel Kent and Kara
They'll
Kent.
close it.
No, I know. I'm just looking at it. That worries me.
It's really
Why does he
janky.
have his underwear hanging from?
Who is it?
Kevin. He's like hanging his clothes to dry.
That really worries me because earlier I saw it and it didn't look like there was anything on the clothes hanger, so I thought, shit, I could fill up. I was like, poor Kevin. Because I knew it was Kevin. No one else would do it.
I was just waiting for a bird just like fly by and like
Yeah,
crap
right?
all over.
Yeah. Ooh. But apparently one of his kids is inspired to be like Lex Luthor. And then his daughter is like fighting her twin brother, who's like following in the footsteps of the arch enemy. That was cool.
So, yeah, but Superman should just kill his kid right there.
Is this a giant baby? 2 years later. He's
I
beautiful.
had an astronomy test today.
I had.
Yeah. It was, I was like, huh?
How was it?
No,
It
he's
was
not.
pretty easy. There was just one problem I didn't understand. It was one of the like the actual, not multiple choice, but the free
response.
God, man, I'm half asleep. I did not sleep well last night.
I remember when Superman had a daughter in that, in The Dark Knight
Anyway,
Strikes Back.
So, it was asking us, you have a picture of, like, that was taken from some observatory, and it's the moon, and then behind the moon is the Earth, and you have to calculate the distance from the observatory to the Earth.
He did 2 kids.
And I'm like, you gave
Beautiful
us,
Dreamer? I've
and
never
it's
heard
like,
of
you
that
will need
character.
all of these. And then it's like, it doesn't tell you how to find all the stuff you need, but these are the numbers that you need,
Carol and
or
Jenny
need to
Kent.
find, or something.
So, let me get this correct. Moon,
Laura,
observation.
another adopted son.
Observatory is behind the moon, then the moon is like, it's supposed to be showing like an eclipse happening.
Yeah.
But like from a different angle basically.
Damn,
So it
wait a
has-
minute, what?
So if this is the moon, the Earth is like back here, basically.
In Kingdom Come, Superman had like tons of kids with Wonder Woman. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Homeboy's holding a baby. He had 4 kids with Wonder Woman.
5. Oh wait, 1, 2,
3, 4.
Plus a dog, plus another dog, plus a cat.
Whoa! I didn't even notice all those pets. There's another dog. 1, 2, 3. 3 dogs and a cat.
Yeah.
What is this, Superman? You just run out of stuff to do? Except for Wonder Woman, obviously. Oh my gosh.
Those are just invisible ones.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many are off screen? They say several children. They don't say, like, the number. There may be some that you just can't see in that picture. An unborn child with Lois Lane in Injustice, Gods Among Us. John Lane Kent with Lois Lane in Superboy number 19 in 2013. Oh, we're getting really close to modern day. Laura Lane Kent with Lois Lane in Injustice Year 3, 2014.
That's it.
And Jonathan
Oh.
Samuel Kent with Lois Lane in Convergence, May 2015. That was like recently. Wow. Stop having kids, Superman. That's just a lot. And then in other media is like things that are not comic
To
books.
see if his powers will transfer to his children.
Could you
Or
imagine
her
all
power.
these kids just went to one universe and ran up to Superman? Daddy!
Yeah, right?
They were gonna have a movie where he had a kid in the unproduced Superman Reborn script, and he did have one in Superman Returns. So there were gonna be 2 Superman movies where Superman has a kid.
So could you just, I could see it now, Superman's just chilling out in Metropolis and all these kids just start running through him. Daddy! The media just gets a hold.
You got that one mermaid kid. He's like, I can't run.
It's I'll beat you in the water though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think
Aquaman.
Aquaman has a mermaid kid. Like, that's what's really messed up.
Aquaman's like, really, dude? I have my limits.
How
And
the fuck did he even impregnate a mermaid? That's the real
He just
True.
went out to fish.
Alleged love child Jr. with Brenda Wilkes in Superman 50th anniversary 1988. Alleged love child.
Like, his mother must have been pretty bitter.
Yeah.
He allegedly loved me.
Let's see.
So,
in Justice League Unlimited? Oh wait, no, that was a dream sequence. I was like, he had a kid?
I beat Mortal Kombat X yesterday.
Oh, you beat Mortal Kombat X?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Achievement!
Right. It was pretty good, actually.
Did you finish your draft?
For what?
English?
No.
No?
No.
By the way, where's my calculator?
It's in my book bag. I'm already. I'll get it when I get back from lunch. I didn't even use it, unfortunately, because I didn't know what to do with that fucking math problem. It was the only math problem on there. The rest was really easy. The other word problem, other like free response one, you had to. He was talking about the movie Avatar the whole time. He's like, if you're on Pandora, which is Halafamusus or whatever the fuck the word is, moon, you need to calculate all this shit for Alpha Centauri, and I'm like, God damn it, why? Why is it not my legitimate test? It's a movie. I mean, yeah, Alpha Centauri is a real thing.
I don't know, some people probably got more into it. They were like, what, Avatar is
Well,
my
I
favorite
haven't
movie.
watched that one. So.
You haven't seen Avatar?
No.
It's not that good. I've seen it like 3 times in theaters. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it to go see it that many times.
It's okay to see it once.
Apparently in Smallville, they introduced Superboy at some point. It was like back in 2011. And then he kind of like adopts Superboy as his son. Him and Lois do. This is crazy.
Yeah, he has too many kids.
Yeah, this is like... We need to keep talking about Superman. Do you notice earlier, Cade was like, what if Superman had to fight a giant roach? So I looked up Superman versus Roach, and Supermaning a roach is like hitting weed really hard, like just doing a really long toke is called Superman in that roach.
Oh, okay. That's understandable.
But yeah, stay tuned for more content. Cade are talking about kryptonite, and we want to know what each different form of kryptonite is and what it does. So I'm on the Superman Wikia, and we're going to look at all the kryptonites. Green kryptonite has no short-term effects on humans, though that's strictly in post-crisis continuity. Long-term exposure is apparently lethal to humans due to radiation poisoning. So technically, if you're around green kryptonite a long time, you can die too.
Keep this in mind, Lex.
True. Let's see. Luthor reveals that older Superman absorbed solar radiation over the years and rendered him immune to kryptonite. Huh. So supposedly if you get enough of like an immunity to it, it won't affect you anymore. And if you get enough solar radiation, it won't affect you anymore. As the most common form in superpowered Kryptonians, it causes immediate physical pain and debilitation. It reduces their powers and kills them within hours. Except Superman's body, according to Smallville, can reject it before death, as seen in the episode Void when Clark is injected with kryptonite. Red kryptonite. Created from green kryptonite that passed through a mysterious red-hued cloud on its route to Earth, red kryptonite inflicts one of a variety of odd effects on Kryptonians, typically creating an initial tingling effect in those affected. No 2 chunks of red kryptonite have the same effect. So every time he gets shown the red kryptonite, it's a different thing.
So many bad things could happen.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, to me, I kind of want to experiment with red kryptonite, because how many things on Earth exist where you can say, like, every time you're exposed to it, something different happens?
Superman, like Batman just walks around, every time he like passes by Superman, he holds up red
kryptonite. What's gonna happen? And I mean, red kryptonite. We should look up a list of Superman red kryptonite stories, because
after we find out.
Yeah, after we learn about like all the different kryptonites, because those must be the craziest, right? You can literally do whatever you want. Oh, Superman's dick falls off. Red kryptonite. Like, how will he have more kids? Gold kryptonite removes his powers permanently.
You can't build up immunity to it?
However, in one story, a temporary antidote was developed that negated this effect for a short period of time. For obvious reasons, this variety is used very little in Superman stories, but it plays key roles in the 1982 limited series The Phantom Zone, as well as in 3 non-canonical stories, like Superman Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, which is a possible conclusion to the Superman story, in which he has a baby. That was one of the ones we saw earlier.
I can see that used like as in Superman Falls. Like he runs right by it at the last minute, sees it, and then he falls into a trap, and that's how they take him out.
I mean, after that, he's not really Superman anymore. So,
but they don't. The world doesn't know that. They just see Superman run in, like get like a scared look on his face, and then a bullet just tears through him and kills him.
yeah, I mean that
That'd
would
be such a morale destroyer for the.
It would. Dude, wouldn't Gold Kryptonite be like a really crazy story plot if like Superman decides he just doesn't want to be Superman anymore, and he has Batman like bring him Gold Kryptonite? Because that's like irreversible, except for that one story they mentioned where he got something that temporarily like stopped the effects.
Batman would analyze it, make the antidote. Okay, when things get serious.
Batman like makes the antidote ahead of time and then like gives the Gold Kryptonite to Superman. He lets him live a normal life and then makes Superman realize that the world still needs him and then gives him the antidote.
He becomes a drug dealer. That's Batman. Hey Bane, can I get you to make this one?
Yeah, what if the antidote only works like one time and then you'd like have to keep taking it to have your powers work? That would be kind of cool.
He'd be like Bane.
He'd be a lot like Our Man. Do you know about Our Man? He takes Miraclo, which is made of something similar from Venom. It's supposedly like a broken down version of Venom that existed before, and it gives him a lot of powers he shouldn't have, like night vision, breathing underwater. Like, it's really weird, but it only works for 1 hour, and he can only take it like once every hour kind of thing. In some versions, I think only once a day.
Like, what happens if he takes more?
You can't.
Like, you physically.
I mean, that honestly is kind of a good question. It's addictive, though. It's highly addictive. Which is kind of messed up if you can only take it once a day and it's highly addictive. I gotta wait. White kryptonite, it kills all plant life, whether Kryptonian or otherwise.
Screw you, Poison Ivy.
Oh wow, yeah.
What if Batman just carried that around? Hey,
Superman could carry that around. He's not a plant.
I said Batman.
No, I'm saying like Superman could too. It's one of the kryptonites that I feel doesn't really hurt him.
Well, yeah, but still, it's Batman would have more use for it. He runs into Poison Ivy a lot.
True.
He could just be like, "I'm done with you," and like puts it. What if that was in the middle of Arkham Asylum? That was
And she just couldn't use it?
Like, she couldn't use her powers.
Oh, wow. You wouldn't even have to, like...
But she's part plant. That'd be
sedate.
murder to her.
Oh, yeah, you'd probably kill part of her, if not just kill her completely.
But isn't Harvey also kind of...
No. Two-Face? Two-Face isn't
No,
half plant.
what's her name?
Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
She's not part... Wait a minute. I think at one point Harley Quinn did get powers through Poison Ivy. Like, Poison Ivy, like, gave her a plant thing. I don't think it would kill her, though. I think it would just get rid of her powers.
Poison Ivy would be like, no, I'm not going near that.
Blue kryptonite was the result of Professor Potter's duplicator ray on green kryptonite. In pre-crisis, blue kryptonite used to only affect Bizarro in a manner that was similar to green kryptonite.
Bizarro?
Bizarro is like a version of Superman that lives on a square world that was created by Superman, and Bizarro has reverse logic. So he's like, Bizarro hurts citizens, but like the whole point is he's trying to like save the day, but he's bad at his job. And there's Bizarros of like a lot of the characters, like Bizarro Batman like uses guns and stuff, and he doesn't like fight bad guys, he like fights good guys, but like he thinks he's like saving the world, but he's destroying it kind of thing. That's how all the Bizarros are. They think they're helping, but they're really like
Bizarro
destroying
Joker.
stuff. Oh, Bizarro Joker would be like a good guy. You're right. That would be cool. Why aren't there Bizarros of the bad guys? Are there? Post in the comments below. I've never seen a Bizarro bad guy.
Okay, continue, Kryptonite.
Okay, post-crisis blue kryptonite makes Bizarros more coherent, polite, and good-hearted. Huh. So it gives them normal logic. So they just become normal then. Jewel kryptonite amplifies the psychic powers of people in the Phantom Zone. Huh.
That sounds kind of broken.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh, it allows them to project illusions into the real world and control people's minds through the Phantom Zone.
That's a bit broken.
That is a bit broken. As long as you had jewel kryptonite in, like... Do you need it in the Phantom Zone for it to work, or do you need it in the physical world for it to work?
I don't know. Somebody could just control Batman because he felt like it.
Oh yeah, from the Phantom... Zod could take over Batman? That would be crazy.
Like, but does it make it obvious that he just gives them misleading clues through him? Like,
oh, true. Like
Batman
his personality would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could also project illusions. You could just make it think like everything was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is broken.
Continue.
Black kryptonite. It first premiered in Smallville. It had the ability to split the personality of Kryptonians. Let's see. And then later on in the 4th season, it would actually split you into 2, and each one would have a different personality. And it can be created by superheating green kryptonite. And Supergirl number 2, it had the ability to split a person or a person's personality into 2 separate entities. Supergirl number 3, it caused her to split into 2 separate people, one wearing Supergirl's traditional costume and another wearing a black and white version. The black and white one was similar to the one that Superman wore after he died. Because remember, Superman died and came back. Luthor noted that he was given black kryptonite by Darkseid, who was responsible for his creation. He made a version of it in the film Superman 3, and it created an evil Superman. Wait, that's what happens to Superman 3? It's been a minute since I watched the old Superman movies. And in All-Star Superman, which takes place in an alternate universe, it makes Superman evil. So it doesn't make a half, it just changes his personality completely.
Okay, what's the next?
Anti-kryptonite has no effect on superpowered Kryptonians, but has the same effect as green kryptonite on non-superpowered Kryptonians. So if you're a Kryptonian but you don't have powers, you'd still be affected by anti-kryptonite. So let's say you got hit with gold kryptonite, but then you were now immune to green kryptonite, you wouldn't be immune to anti-kryptonite. Because even though you don't have powers anymore, you're still technically a Kryptonian. Okay. X-kryptonite, created by pre-crisis Supergirl while experimenting with green kryptonite in order to find an antidote. It has no effect on Kryptonians, but bestows superpowers on Earth life forms. Oh, and she used it on her cat, and that's why Streaky the super cat has Superman powers.
Oh boy.
X-kryptonite sounds like...
broken.
Yeah, wouldn't Lex Luthor be able to make it if Supergirl could make it? Why doesn't he just have powers?
Because he couldn't figure out the formula, probably. He never thought of it that way.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Could you imagine, that she creates it, and, okay, so it gives Earthlings powers. Batman, come over here, you get shot.
Yes! Why didn't she give it to Batman? Wouldn't that make so much more sense?
No, because you got to test it on animals first.
And then it worked.
Maybe there's a limited amount she can make. Because remember, she had to have original kryptonite for that.
Oh,
and her
true.
father must have been like, why am I weak around this table?
And she must have been really weak too, because Supergirl's affected by green
Remember,
kryptonite.
it also causes them pain, so the whole time she must have been like...
Ah! That actually is really messed up. Oh, stay tuned for more content.
It just gets unbearable. And
Read through all the versions of kryptonite, you guys are going to miss that. But Cade, I want to ask you, what is your favorite version of kryptonite, and why?
If I had to choose, it'd be kryptonite. Probably the gold, because it has so many. The second he gets around it, he's just done permanently.
Yeah, no more powers, period.
Any Krypton that gets it, so they're just you don't know where that is. He'd have to be paranoid. Does he know? You never see him looking out around gold objects.
I mean, it's the rarest form of kryptonite. So the odds of running into it are really low, but if you did, it's just over.
But that sounds like something Lex would try to find. It'd be oh, it just takes him out of the game permanently?
Dude, there was a really stupid episode of Super Friends that had gold kryptonite in it, and Darkseid had it. He had gold kryptonite. And what he did was he set up a trap where Superman would like have to go to save his friends. So Superman arrives and Darkseid's like, "Ha, gold kryptonite!" And then Superman's like, "No, I'm powerless." And then Darkseid like destroys the gold kryptonite. And then Superman reaches up and takes off a mask. It's like Batman wearing a Superman mask. And then Superman shows up and like whoops Darkseid.
But law of conservation of matter should say that he didn't like vaporize it. There's still chunks of it.
Yeah, I feel like there would still be a cloud of radiation. Like you couldn't just like destroy it and then all the radioactivity be gone. You don't physically destroy radiation.
Like on muscles. Boom, radiation's gone.
I liked was it Kryptonite X? The one that was able to like boost his powers up to where Superman becomes like increasingly over-muscled and giant.
I think so.
Apparently our math quiz, because I didn't go to math today because I had already taken the quiz earlier.
Yeah.
She said that it was in the basement after 12:30, which makes me really curious what happened during class time if they didn't take the quiz. Because that's normally what Fridays are. So I'm going to ask her, "Oh, did we have a normal class?"
Yeah, why aren't you there?
Well, that was like this morning. And before, I've like taken the quiz early and then gone to the library just in case we had a normal class. And the teacher was like, "You already took it. What are you doing here? That's all we do." And then I left. I hope I'm not ringing her up right in the middle of her test. That happened to me when I was taking it early. People, like, I got like 6 text messages. I was really annoyed too. I didn't answer any of them, but I'm like taking the quiz and it was like everyone decided like this is the time.
Here's the time.
But that kryptonite's really cool, and I really like Bizarro Red Kryptonite because it's a different effect every time on people, like normal people rather than Superman. That's really chill.
Different effect. One could be you die immediately.
True. I mean, that could be the effect. I don't know. I love that concept. And then, of course, you have the kryptonite Supergirl made. Was that white kryptonite or X kryptonite? But it was the one that gives you powers, and that's why Streaky the Super Cat has powers. Oh, fun fact about Supergirl. Supergirl has a boyfriend in the comics who is the Super Horse. And he's a horse with Superman powers, but he's like a reverse werewolf. It's like on full moons he turns into like a normal dude. And that was her boyfriend, and she would ride it. She would ride the flying super horse.
I'd like to see that baby.
Oh my goodness. The baby like comes out as a horse. Imagine explaining that to like Superman.
How do you explain that to the doctors?
Like she would go to a normal doctor. I don't feel like she could.
None of the heroes, well, very few of the heroes could. Or else they're an enemy one. Batman's one of the few that could.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If he's going and he has like
if he's not in his costume. But you could tell
Bruce,
dude, you're pretty jacked.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened? Some thugs cornered me in the alley. Batman wasn't there.
Batman wasn't there. It's an alibi for your secret identity. Dude, all these people talk about Batman saving them. Batman's never come to save me. I got my ass whooped.
He just has a long list of medical records. Every time he would get one, after the battle, it'd be put during the time
that Batman was doing something.
Yeah. They just rolled the time of their clocks back. So Alfred, he was registered as a doctor. Man, every time Batman's out saving people, Bruce is getting jacked up. The criminals this is now. We get to beat down on a rich person. Batman doesn't protect him.
Batman just doesn't care. Batman's like,
How-
screw the 99, well, screw the 1%.
Ooh, how would the villains feel about that? Would they target him, or would they like?
Batman never saves Bruce Wayne.
Because the Joker only wants to get Batman, so that would immediately make Bruce like, no, he's never been around Bruce.
Why would I ever mess with Bruce?
Yeah. What's Poison Ivy would be like? She wouldn't care about Bruce. Maybe to get funding for her project.
Yeah, Poison Ivy normally gets intertwined with Bruce Wayne when it comes to like Wayne Enterprises is like polluting and Bruce doesn't know about it, but Poison Ivy does, and she blames Bruce because it's his company. So she'll like kidnap or like try and kill Bruce, and of course Batman saves the day.
How does Batman save Bruce when he is?
I know. There are a lot of stories where like Batman has to cover himself, and Superman and Batman are really good about like, okay, quickly, you dress up as me, and they have like masks of each other's face and stuff like that to be in the same place at the same time.
I think there'd be a big difference though. Like you just see Batman, you got a little bit stronger, don't you think? No, when he just like bends a crowbar. Like somebody shoots Batman like in the face and the bullet collapses.
We need to do crazy Batman stories. We need a day where we talk about that. There are a lot. Do you know how many stories there are where Batman gets superpowers? A lot. People love doing that. But it doesn't go that far. It's like a one-story thing. But then they did it 30 times. Stay tuned for more content. As right now I'm chilling with Cade. We just finished talking about Batman Beyond and Static Shock. But what I wanted to bring to Cade's attention was an article that I read by accident yesterday. Apparently, if you do, like, you have an event, let's say you go to a parade or something, and you have a lot of fun, and then you do mindfulness meditation, people who do mindfulness meditation are more likely to have false memories that their imagination has created than, like, other people. They did, like, a study on it, and you were given, like, a list of words, and then you do mindfulness meditation, and then afterwards you're supposed to recall the list, and the people who did the mindfulness meditation would add words to the list that were never in the list and swear that they were in the list. So it's like the things that you imagined, like while doing mindfulness meditation, will then like change the memory that preceded it. That's really weird, Cade. While reading that article, I was like, how do I know I'm actually reading this? Or this is just like a false memory? It made me question like living experience versus memory, Cade, stop like halfway climbing out of a window. I couldn't even talk. I was like, whoa, you're like pretty far out that window, bro.
Watch as I do it on one leg.
Don't do it.
How did you die?
How did you die? On film. That's a I would not let you fall all the way out of that window.
You would like rush over to try and help me, and then it would be too much for you.
Oh, I have like a wall. I'll like brace my leg against it, use my other leg, and I pull back.
Like my leg just snaps. And you're trying to.
Oh, hope not.
I don't know. That's a lot of weight on one bone.
Oh, how do you feel about the memory thing though?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just file this conversation as ways that it never happened because I don't know if it's real anymore.
You don't know if it's real anymore? I mean, yeah. As far as I know, this is a false memory.
All your memories are actually false. There's no true memory.
What if you did like one mindfulness meditation and you just like recreated your whole life? Like, how do you know that it only affects like the list right before it? How do you know that like a bunch of their memories haven't changed?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't want that risk.
But yeah, stay tuned for more content. Did you even watch this video? Are you watching it right now? So I told Cade to give me a random number, and it could be any number that was like up to 3 digits long, and he said 371. So right now we're playing the Superman game, where you type in Superman Action Comics and then a random number and see what comes up. Number 371. Oh my gosh, what's this makeup on? Who'd guess that the president's other identity is Superman, the president of steel? So it's a Superman story about Superman being president of the United States.
You know the Secret Service must be really upset at him, always putting himself in danger.
Now, what I want to know is Superman posing as the president, or is this a story where Superman is actually the president?
Probably a dream that he's...
Oh, a ray from an alien computer triggered by an enemy agent gives Superman amnesia. He cannot remember his secret identity and ends up masquerading as the President of the United States for a week, while the real president is on a secret mission. What? So it's not about a superpowered president. It's about the president being a secret agent while Superman is the president?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, give me another random number.
30.
Action Comics number 30. Okay. Maybe we should stick to 3 number ones, because due to the New 52, Action Comics number 30 is actually a recent thing. So it'll pull up like the newest thing rather than the older things.
555.
555. Oh, now you're reaching like high, because you're like, okay, I know how this works now. So Superman Action Comics number 555. I wonder if they do anything special since it's 3 5s. Oh, it looks like they do. Loading. Oh, this is from May 1984, and it's The Return of Parasite. Do you know who Parasite is?
Nope.
Okay. I can't say you can't fix it. Do you watch Food Wars? It's an anime.
It was already reheated. Like reheated fries with more salt on it. So they're soggy.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't fix that.
I don't know what you would do, personally. Let's see. Let's do one more for Superman, and then afterwards change it up and do Batman.
200.
Oh, straight up 200? Okay, going for specials. Test of a Warrior is called. Okay, the son of an Indian chief asked for and received Superman's help in getting his father to pass a series of tests set up by an evil medicine man. Huh. Okay, now it's time to do it with Batman Detective Comics. And this has the same problem about if you go too low, it'll become a modern comic rather than an older comic.
Batman 555.
Okay, reusing some numbers. Returning Reflections, the case of the runaway shoebox. Returning Reflections, the case of the runaway shoebox. While pursuing Mirror Master and Captain Boomerang, Batman decides to use Detective Harvey Bullock as bait. Plus, the Green Arrow gets robbed. Hold on. No, the thing they're showing up here is not that. That's something else. That has to be something else. Because the description didn't match the title. Here we go, the real title is Slaughter in the Streets. And
it's kind of dark.
And it's Mirror Master and Captain Boomerang fighting each other. Yeah, I think we're too far in the future. Because 555 is 1985. So we're in the 80s. So you're out of that campy phase of comic books. So that's going to be darker. You may want to dial back a little bit.
250.
There you go. Let's see how, like, dramatically different it is.
Sunshine and rainbows. With Professor Pig.
With Professor Pig. Let's see. Batman's super enemy. And it shows this guy, like, throwing a car.
Superman turns evil, probably.
Let's see. A crook finds a spaceship from the planet Scar, loaded with 3 alien devices, and plans to use them all against Batman. So, have I read this? This actually sounds really familiar. So he gets a bunch of alien devices and decides to become a criminal to fight Batman. That's kind of lazy. I wish he had more incentive other than, like, I have powers, guess I gotta screw with Batman. That's what people do, right?
It worked for Joker for how many years?
Okay, so let's do another one.
Batman episode 100.
Oh, straight up 100. I feel like it's gonna be like the Crow's Nest Mystery? The Crow's Nest Mystery. What is this? I gotta read this now. Synopsis not written yet? I just gotta go by this really random cover art? Okay, so it's a guy on a boat, and he punches Robin in the face, and then Batman's trying to save Robin. That tells me nothing. It tells me absolutely nothing. This is like really old school. You went kind of far. Like these.
You said the lower numbers would be more modern, or would have a chance to be.
True. I think the new 52 hasn't gotten to 100 yet. So I guess we need to be higher than 100, but lower than 500 with anything we do.
You're not gonna do my math.
Oh, and I'm gonna work on my English paper. So it seems like you should stay tuned for more content. Maybe. Right now I'm chilling with Cade, but you're about to see a slideshow that I've made. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, I wear only about 11 different combinations of items between like sunglasses and jackets. So I created a slideshow with all the different combinations that I have. And a special 12th combination that combines all my styles into one image. And it's not photoshopped. It's actually me wearing all of those things. So stay tuned for more content. From me in your inbox saying, thanks for watching. I found out that on YouTube you can actually get a list of your subscribers and message them each directly. So if you've subscribed within a week of the time of this video, then congratulations. All recent subscribers just got a thanks for watching message, and to all subscribers, thanks for watching. I'm going to start doing that So if you are a new subscriber, then you will receive one of those messages. And if you have not subscribed yet, then don't worry. I'll be trying to regularly do that. And if I slip up on that, just make sure to comment, and I'll make sure to send you a shout out via a direct message to your account. So yeah, stay tuned for more content. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your time, and thanks for watching once again. This room is amazing.
So they're
like,
not legal on that.
here's all like this Magic the Gathering stuff, right? And you're like, cool, you know, if I like tabletop also, right? And then you go up here and it's like, oh, there's some board games, you know, I could do that. And then you scroll down and it's like, ooh, PS4, you know, it's getting a little bit more intense. Then you go down, it's like, oh, a Wii U. I mean, yeah, those are alright. And then you go down and it's like, oh, an Xbox 360, getting a little bit like last generation. Then an Xbox One, and you're like, oh, stepped up the game. Then a second PS4, and you're like, okay, that is like, but do they have the games? And it's like, yeah, they have the games. They definitely have the games. They have like Battlefield 4, Dragon Age Inquisition, Soul Calibur, Arkham Knight, Arkham City. They even have like throwbacks like Blue Dragons. Like what is this is so good. Dude.
This one, I'll check for this one.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even show them, dude.
Gotta show them that.
Yeah, they got like the new One Piece game that like just came out. They have Mad Max, which I've heard is good, and you say is like really good.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about Metal Gear. They have Metal Gear, yeah.
I got you.
Dude.
They even got a Wii U.
They have Need for Speed Most Wanted, the old one and the new one. Oh my goodness. This is insanely awesome, dude. You don't even know. I'm like, this is amazing.
It's not that big a deal.
What? This is absolutely incredible. This is the greatest thing I've seen all day.
I mean, I could bring out my speakers and we could have a party if we want, but because not right now. Old lady next door will get mad at us.
Ooh.
It's from Mirage.
Oh yeah.
Mirage?
Yeah.
This is great. This is like absolutely great. Also, you can play Magic the Gathering online. If you're looking for a way to do it without downloading, check out Untapped version 2. You can play it in your browser. Yeah. So, ooh, do you want to do like the sign off thing I do? I'm like, stay tuned for more content.
Official block structure.
Stay tuned for more content.
New block
Yeah.
structure.
Hey guys, me and Hunter just played a Mortal Kombat 9 marathon for like how many hours?
We did it for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, it's like 1:23 in the morning.
For about 6.5, yeah.
6.5 hours. Dude, right now they're playing Magic the Gathering. We're still up playing games. And Hunter's, I'm tired too. We're both like wiped. And
I
then
can fall asleep my hair out now.
I know, right? And then he's like, yo, I'll play games with you. And I'm like, yeah, let's just keep playing it. Who needs sleep, right? Anyway, stay tuned for more content.